Hello friends, my name's Emile and welcome back to some more Need for Speed Underground. Today we're continuing on with our Let's Play. This is episode 8, and in today's episode we're going to be taking a look at getting ourselves another new car because, well, there's quite a few cars in this game I'd like to use, so I'd like to get through quite a lot of them. And the next car we're going to use, it's a bit of a meme. We are going to get the Dodge Neon. Now I have two reasons for this. One, the Neon doesn't appear in any other Need for Speed game, so you know, I figured I would use it because it's here. Another reason is because the Focus actually isn't very good at drag racing, and the Neon is supposed to be, although judging by the current situation with the performance there, apparently according to the game it's worse. I don't think it will be. However, we have got some new performance items to add to the car, including a level 2 Pro Performance package for the engine and exhaust. A Pro Drivetrain package, which apparently is going to shoot that top speed up, and as well as that we have a Pro Performance tyres, which we need to put on. Alright, cool. Alright, let's have a look at some visually bits for this car and see what we want to do with it. So I think I've got to leave the sniper on the front. Actually, I'm not sure. I'm going to leave Spiker, and for the side skirts, I'm going to go for the Ace because that rear bump, actually, I'm going to go for Ace because it adds a little bit more girth to the bumper, which is something we kind of need. I do kind of want to wing on the Neon. I'll go with that for now. Hopefully we'll get a better one at some point. Leave the carbon fibre hood because of course that is a unique part. What do we want to do wheel-wise? Racing Heart, do they have anything? Not really. Wait, I just realised, because these tyres technically came from a... Oh, okay, fair enough. I was going to say, these are OZs, aren't they? Yeah, so because I swapped cars, apparently the tyres are actually bigger. That's strange. Anyways, I'm going to go for the 6-shooter Need for Speed Underground Specials on there, because why not? Right, paint white. Ooh, I actually really like that yellow. I was about to say, we'll have a look at the metallic, we'll buy it anyway, because why not? Because it's always nice to have, but I think I'm going to stick with that yellow, actually, because I really like the way that looks. Onto the wheels, I don't want yellow wheels, I'll just go with the standard silvers. Spoiler, I'm going to paint black, actually. Oh, we can actually paint our engine accents as well, so we'll go for yellow as well, because the car's yellow. And yellow brake calipers, and do we change... I'm going to change that exhaust tip anyway, so... Yeah, let's have a quick look into the accessories. I'm going to go for a yellow Neon. Something just dropped. I'll have a look at that in a second. Exhaust tip wise, they all look really odd on this car. They don't really seem to fit very well. I think that one's probably the best bet, so I'll go with that. We will also... we'll just go for medium black window tint, because why not? And as far as vinyls and stuff... Oh, sorry, vinyls and stuff are concerned. I don't know if it's vinyls or vinyls. Let's see what we can do with it. I might actually go ahead and put a manufacturer one on the side of this car. Let's see what we can get. Audio bar looks pretty cool. AEM could be cool. I don't know. I kind of like that. I kind of wanted to use the AEM, but it's a bit weird in the way it's fitted. So, do we actually have any unique vinyls available to? Oh, we have the X mod, which I don't really want to use. No, I don't want hood ones either. So, I guess we are stuck with just either stripe or tears, so we'll see if there's any more interesting ones of these. Or actually, I'll come back to them. I think that's the way we'll do it. Decals, I'm going to change these around a bit as well. What should we have on the back? We'll have new speed actually, because that looks okay. And on the front, we will go for extreme dimensions. Why not? Now, on these, I'm not really sure whether to keep these or delete them. I'll leave them on for now. Might go to delete them later on, just so we can stick some more, sort of stick a vinyl on there. Maybe that'll look a bit better once we've got one of those on there. But for now, yeah, I think our neon is complete. And yeah, we've got all the things. I don't know why there's still an arrow flashing at them, but whatever. So there we go, that's our neon built up. Today we have a lap knockout and a circuit race to do, so let's get straight into the lap knockout. Okay, so again, lap knockout, pretty self-explanatory. Let's see how the neon drives actually. I've never used neon in this game before, so I'm kind of curious to see how it handles, how it drives. Again, it's known for being a good accelerating car from stock. Not too sure what it's like with a couple of upgrades on it. I guess we shall find out though. It'll probably be rubbish, and if it is, we'll just get rid of it in the next episode. See, it's fine. That's the way it works. Anyways, here we go with the neon. Alright, so we have an RSX in this race. There's also a couple of other bits and bobs behind us. I think there's a Celica there. I assume there's some others around as well. Oh, sorry, I'm not sure what the other car is. It's the one that was, I think it's an Integra. Yeah, it's an Integra. So, apparently it says, cut through the construction site if you dare, which is a bit strange that it says that, considering that's literally what we've been doing for like the past, I don't know, 30 races, because they all have the same shortcut in them, so, yeah, I mean, I don't know why you're saying now, cut through the construction site if you dare, because, well, I've been daring for a while, so yeah. Well, the one thing, I'm just gonna reset that. Come on, reset. Let me reset. Let me reset. There you go. Reset button will actually start functioning soon. Okay, I will definitely say straight line speed wise, this car is very quick. I was just touching 150 down there. The gears are long, which, I mean, for a drag race might mean we're losing some power at the top end. It does feel not particularly happy at sort of the top end of its rev range, but it's certainly very, very quick straight line speed wise. Like, it really doesn't look like I'm going to run out of gearing on any drag race particularly. Unlike in the Civic and stuff, which sort of looked like they were starting to drop off. In this, doesn't look like it's going to have any drop off whatsoever. So that's cool. Oh, sorry. It doesn't look like I'm going to blow the engine up in a drag race anytime soon by hitting my max speed. And believe me, that can happen. You can sort of hit the limit of the engine. And, yeah, you can blow the engine up that way. So you will have to ease down in a drag race, which sounds stupid. You know, the whole point of it is to get to your top speed as fast as you can and then run away from the pack. But with some cars, you actually have to ease off, or is it just going to blow the engine from being at the top speed for too long, so... Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one, but that's the way it works. Anyways, the RSX is just snugly behind us. He's obviously keeping us on our toes. Between the Neon and the Focus, the Neon seems to have slightly... Basically, it's got a quicker top end, although maybe, I'm not sure how much that's down to that ECU and transmission. Oh, sorry, how much of that is down to the transmission transplant. And it also has slightly more dead handling than the Focus, which actually isn't that much of a bad thing. It does seem to have a little bit more in the way of understeer, but it certainly is not a bad car, actually, so that's cool. It's always cool. Alright, as we come over the line, we're going to get a 5110, which is actually surprisingly quick, and apparently the car's going to die at the last minute. Okay. Anyways. There we go. Oh, we're getting put on another magazine covers. 300 in the bank. Level 2 roof scoops. Oh boy. Should we see what roof scoops we have available for the Neon? Just make the Neon look as ridiculous as possible, I guess. Anyways, okay. She looks so bored. Like, she looks bored out of her mind. She's like, I've had to stand here for 5 years and look at the same car over and over again. Anyways. Alright, what have we got in the way of roof scoops? Dual shot, eel, polar. Oh, is that it? Yeah, no, you're alright. Right, carrying on anyway. Circuit race, World of Hurt.
There's always a winner and a loser. So I'm the winner. What's that make you?
Meet Kurt. He's a mean son of a gun in an Acura RSX who doesn't take kindly to being beat. Well, sir, you're about to be beaten by a neon. That's the greatest thing about it. That's one of the reasons I bought this car, because I can now insult people, because guess what? They got beat by a neon. Yeah, a neon. Who wants to be beat by a neon? A neon is like... God. Mind you, did this game come out when the neon was cool? I don't know. That Acura looks like the least threatening thing on this field, to be honest with you. I mean, actually... Oh, that rear bumper. I was about to say, the Acura doesn't look that bad, but then... okay, so there's a Supra, 240 SX, and then there's the Acura RSX, so... Yeah, I'd be more scared of the Supra in this field, but then again, the RSX is like a special character, so maybe the game gives him a speed boost. I'm not too sure how it works, to be perfectly honest with you. I mean, I can't remember how well, what was his face, Chad got along. I can't remember sort of how he fared when we raced against him. Anyways, apparently I'm just going to bully this RSX. Didn't really intentionally do that, at least at the start anyways. So yeah, I love how big the exhausts are on this vehicle and how sort of detached they are from the bumper. It just adds to the crapness of the neon. To be fair, this first gen neon, I actually don't mind the first gen neon. It's the second gen which I have most of my issues with. Then again, I don't think they ever sold the first gen neon here in England. But I mean, the neon, it's such a weird car. This car went from being actually like relatively... It was a pretty well respected car when it first came out. It's kind of like the PT Cruiser. You know, that was... You know, people liked the PT Cruiser when it first came out. People liked the neon, and then for some reason, like, this car just became fantastically uncool. I'm not sure when it happened. I think it was mostly when the second gen came out, to be honest with you. But yeah, this car does get picked on quite a lot. And to be fair, again, first gen neon, I don't actually mind it. It is a bit sort of, I don't know. It's nowhere near as good as a European hatchback, let's put it that way. Also, I think I just killed both of them. Again, not that intentional. You know, it's still a little bit intentional. Just a little bit. Not much, but it was a tiny bit intentional. Mostly intentional. Almost wholly intentional. Yeah, it is. Oh my god. Okay, that's not what I wanted to happen. Come on, get going, get going. Use the boost of the nitrous to get going. Okay, so you may notice the car's sort of cutting across the map there. That is actually a shortcut in there. I don't think it's particularly a big shortcut. I tried going down there once. You lose a quite... Like, if you have an accident or something, you can lose a bit of time down there, so... I, for the most part, avoid... going down that tunnel, but yeah, I mean, you can do it if you want. Wouldn't really recommend it though. So, speaking of wouldn't really recommend, I'm having a lot of accidents and I need to start getting a move on, otherwise I'm going to be overtaken by something. I'm not sure what's in the lead right now. I would assume okay, the RSX is in third, Supra's in second, 240SX is being completely demolished actually, surprisingly enough. Anyways, let's try and... I hate this tunnel section. It's just basically a case of trying to smash yourself from one side to the other, because that's by far and away the best way to take that line. There we go, anyways. We do fill the style point. We unlock the Nismo Sentra. 300 in the bank. Cool. Alright, Nismo Sentra. That's a... interesting car, actually. That's one of the bonus cars. I'll show off the bonus cars when we finish the LP. Drift to the nines. Alright, let's see if there's actually... This car's good at drifting. Take number 9 in the drift rankings by beating an Eclipse and RSX added Integra Type R. Let it all hang out. Alright. Drifting a neon. Not usually what you're supposed to do with a neon, but it's what the game's requiring of me, so... You know, ask and you will receive. I will drift to your neon. And Alright, let's see how well we can do here. Also, I like it how most of those cars... In fact, I think every single car in this race is either four-wheel drive or front-wheel drive, which doesn't usually bode well. Okay, so... It is a little bit stiff. Yeah, it's... Again, I don't know how much that's just down to having handling parts on the car. But it does feel a little bit on the stiff side. My god, did you see the turning angle and how little the car was actually making any effort to turn? Yeah, there is some understeer in our Neon here, but there you go. I guess that's something that just happens. Pull the handbrake, try not to go into the wall, to the window, to the wall. There we go. Squeeze the handbrake, and we will pull it round eventually. Ah, there we go. Alright. Jeez. The handbrake feels like it does nothing on this car. Like, literally, it just does not feel like it's really making any difference to the way this thing drives. Unless you, like, proper hold it, it just does not feel like it's actually connected to the rear wheels. Or any of the wheels, in fact. Very strange feeling car. Not particularly nice. Very weird sensation. Sort of pulling the handbrake and just nothing being there. Yeah. Okay, that's a little bit weird. I would like the option... there's no tuning in this game, I should mention that. So I can't particularly exactly tune any more stiffness into the handbrake as much as I would kind of like to. Yeah, there we go. That apparently wasn't a drift. That was a drift. That should be enough. Although it wasn't a particularly great run. Neon just isn't particularly good at drifting. We did just about manage to do it. We unlocked a unique vignette, 200 in the bank. We unlocked the 1992 Nissan 240 SX SE. And we're 9th in the drift mode. Alright, cool. What is next? Sprint circuit. We'll do those in the next episode. Also, 34 races out of 111. So, yeah, we're making pretty good progress. So, yeah. Join me next time when we're going to be racing that circuit race and the sprint race. And we're going to be seeing just how well our Neon can fare in those races. So, yeah. As always, thank you all very much for watching, friends. My name's been The Real Emile. And until next time, farewell.